guys.
Oh, we're filming?
Oh, wait, hold on. Should
Wait.
we clap for
Wait,
us?
I'm so
I love
confused.
that. We should have that in the podcast, but you can still clap if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, no, because like if I clap now, he can sync all the behind stuff too.
All right,
Oversight that.
let's sync it.
Sync it.
He synced it, guys. You know who it is. It's K-Cola.
Marcel.
And Austin.
And we are Who Hurt You, where we talk about bust down Tatianas.
Really gay.
Yes.
I want to see you bust
This is
down.
our local bust down.
I am not a bust down
He's the
Tatiana. I am.
local community
I mean,
village.
Blueface is popular in your house, right?
Oh, yeah, my daughter loves Blueface.
You did not say community.
The
Really?
community.
No, I'm not accepting that. I'm calling my lawyer.
Am I being a jealous friend right now?
Oh, bitch, no.
Am I being a fake friend?
No, that wasn't fake. That was just being a shady friend.
Oh.
But okay.
But today we're talking about the dangers of jealous friends
Mm.
and fake people.
There's a lot of people like that now too.
Yeah.
I feel like social media actually makes it worse too. Cause like people will watch you on social media and like be like liking your shit, and then like behind closed doors you hear that they're talking shit about you.
Oh,
You're like, oh,
what?
what?
Or they don't like your shit and they
they're
talk
watching.
shit about you.
And they're watching.
Or
Always
maybe
remember.
it's even the opposite. They're like, you know, like not like you said. I think we were talking earlier about like watch who applauds you or something like that.
Yes, always remember. It's like people don't have to be following you in order to be following you. So always remember that one.
All the
Stalker.
time.
Do you know how many, like, when you look at
Ghost
your profile and you'll see how many people saved it or how synced your picture to
Yes.
someone? You'd be like, I want to be like, who sent?
You know we can see you. We can see when you send our stuff to other. We're watching.
That
we
part.
can see you.
I ain't no idol, I'm a lighthouse, I set everybody free.
Yeah, it's like it's just a selfie. Like, why are you sending it?
Yeah.
Because it was fire. I mean, I get that.
No, they're totally like breaking it
All your
down.
hoes are sending it
Ooh,
around.
not all your
Analyzing
hoes. All your hoes.
you.
You the one with the hoes. Really?
Or like, what about when they'll leave in the comments like, I love you, boo, and then they're talking shit about
Bitch.
you.
You're like, but you didn't respond to my tag about something important. What the fuck?
Right.
I was a little shady
You owe me
yesterday.
money. You owe me money. Why you?
I was a little shady yesterday on
What?
someone's post.
What?
Someone put googly eyes on a new relationship, and then I was like, right? And did it too. Because it didn't make sense, but I was like,
In a
no.
new relationship? Was
Yeah.
it your friend?
No, but it's people I know, so it was very interesting. I was just like, okay, well, if you like it, I love it.
Well, but that could also, you could be saving your friend if you think it's like.
But they're not my
good
friends,
friendship.
so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, let's talk. I want to hear some of your friend stories. I have a shitload.
Which I do have a shitload
I
too,
have a
though. I
sh-
literally
I
do.
feel Austin. Do you have a shitload of stories?
I kind of have some, but I honestly, one of the points I'm gonna make is just kind of how I've always been with jealous people, but like I'll talk about that later. I want to
Okay.
hear y'all's stories
All
first.
right.
Yeah.
You go first. Stop.
Me?
Stop
Okay.
putting me on the spot, okay?
Okay, all right. So, I mean, from the time I was little, I'm like a super loving, like caring person.
Really?
I used to.
I'm just joking. She really is, guys.
So like I've always been like the mama bear. Like I want everyone to be happy. Like I'm always telling my friends, "Oh, you're super pretty," or "Oh, you're so talented," or
We need
"Oh,
to stop that if
congrats."
they're not, though, because these people are false security. need to
Gassing
stop.
people up.
I do. I gas. I'm a number
Yeah.
one. I'm like a number one gasser.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends, I just noticed like growing, like we all have our insecurities and stuff, but like some of my friends, like I was always super skinny. Like that's just my body type, right? So I had a best friend growing up when I was younger, and she had like a weight issue,
Okay.
and she literally would make me feel bad about it. Like
Ooh.
she'd be like, "Oh, well, I can't wear this. You can wear this because you're skinny," and blah blah. But it would almost, she would make it sound like a compliment, but it's
Oh,
a backhanded compliment.
Ooh, I can't stand
Yes.
those.
Yes, or like
You
even
want to backhand the bitch.
even with like my hair, like she would be like, "Oh, my hair used to be like yours until I got a perm," but blah blah. She would
She's
just
white.
always. No, she was black. Her hair used like she got it permed straight, and so she would
Okay.
talk about how my hair is like
And she was mad
curly,
'cause her
and she
fell-
was
hers
mad,
fell out,
and it fell out, and it was shorter. So like just little things
Yeah.
like that, and then
Little digs.
as we got older, and I'm thinking this is my best friend.
Mhm.
I threw a birthday party for her one time, and it was
Aw.
right after I had my first baby, and I got her a limo, and I drove my car,
Oh, shit.
and her phone called me from the limo with her friends, and I can hear her talking shit about me.
What?
And it broke my heart. She was basically like, "Why is this bitch out? She just had a baby. She shouldn't be out." And I'm like,
Damn.
Bitch, it's your birthday.
Bitch,
like,
I would be like,
threw your
bitch, I can hear you.
Like, I threw your birthday party. Why are you talking shit about me? Like, I've had that happen. I've had girls sleep with my boyfriends.
These hoes these days.
Yeah, and like even recently, right? So I created this company, and it like,
which is phenomenal, by the way, guys. Check it out.
thank you,
Plug it.
Organic Grow
Thank you.
Hair Co.
There we go.
I created this company out of love and wanting to do something great for people, and I hired like a bunch of friends, and
That's where you fucked up.
that's where I fucked up.
It's so fucked up. You can't hire friends.
It
Like
is true.
you want to help people out, but people will always bite the hand that feeds you.
That not only that, it's like they're jealous of you when it's like you could literally just like learn. Like I could be your mentor. Like when I see people who are successful, I want to hang around them and learn from them. I don't look at what they have and be like, ugh, bitch, why do you have that? Or you don't deserve that, or you didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of them they've just stabbed me in the back. They got jealous, or even like with my last relationship, a lot of them said things that like sabotaged a lot of things, and it was really hurtful because I'm like, when you're growing up, you have this dream you're gonna be so successful, and then all your friends and family can get on with you, and like that whole thing. That shit don't work.
But guess what? What can happen from it? You create it.
Who hurt you? Literally, no.
It's like,
for
oh,
real.
I'm gonna just take all this and start a whole other venture.
Yeah, like that's the beauty about life. It's like when we go through difficult times.
Yeah.
That is and especially as creative people, those are things that can literally help you fuel you, and create some of the most beautiful things out of your misery and your pain.
Yeah.
You have to go through adversity to succeed.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's kind of made me weary of people. I used to be super optimistic, and like I was the person who, like when I meet you, I give you the instant benefit of the doubt. And
I used to be like that too, because it's like, why are you gonna lie to me? I don't know you.
Yeah. And I think I was a bit naive too. Like I thought like, oh, if I'm like this, someone else isn't gonna be like this. Like if I have a good heart, then you have a good heart.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe they do have a good heart, but sometimes people go through shit and they take it out on you. Me, when I go through shit, I'd rather just stay in my room, cry it out, like vent on Instagram. Like I'm not gonna like sabotage Marcel or like.
If Kay gets on
cut off
Instagram,
his hair.
hey guys, I got another rant for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm about to be going through a lot of these. Okay. No, not skipping. I mean, like, there's a lot to go through.
Some people skip, but no, for the most part, people watch. But no, you're right. If you see the butterflies, the
Yeah.
butterfly filter, that means
She
you're
about
about to rant.
to.
Aww. Okay, now you know. Butterflies, rant.
Yes.
Go.
Yes. So, I mean, it's made me skeptical. It's made me, like, kind of a hermit. And I'm just, like, I'm a little disappointed because, again, I had this whole dream that, like, with success, like all my friends are gonna get on, we're gonna be and I also thought people would work as hard as me.
Oh no, that's not true.
No.
I learned that the hard way too.
And I thought that like, I don't know, loyalty, like people are not loyal anymore.
These hoes ain't loyal.
No. So that's kind of been like a constant thing throughout my life. My best friend, Marshawn, shout out to Marshawn.
Hey Marshawn.
He says he's my only friend. It's a joke. You guys are my friends. It's a joke.
I get that. I'm
But
possessive too.
Marcel was like, hold up.
I'm possessive too. I'm possessive too like that. I get it.
He jokes and he says that because he's literally seen like the rotation of my friends coming. And then he even told me one time, he's like, yo, girls have we went to middle school and high school together. He's like, girls have hated you since high school.
I mean, I can see why.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, but no, I don't honestly, I don't get it. Like they have like people who don't even really even know me, like who kind of watch me from afar.
Yeah, because you're a beautiful, talented, successful black woman in the 21st century in 2019, fucking doing it. You have this amazing, beautiful life. Thank you for letting us be a part of it, as well as that's what people hate. People would rather tear you down and try to pinpoint how you got your success and actually talk to you as a real person and either try to learn something or be able to like ask for help.
Right, ask for help. I think like egos get involved. And another thing is like even when I've been down, because like I've been broke, I've had a lot of fucked up shit happen to me.
That makes you.
Yeah, I think people get mad that I don't like I'm resilient. I think people get mad that I'm resilient and that I don't let the like bad things of life keep me down.
That's good.
But like jealousy is a negative emotion, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And anyone that's outputting negative emotion is projecting because they have their own internal problems.
Right.
And so like, yeah, of course they're gonna do that. Of course they're gonna be mad at you, and like, because they don't even love themselves enough to understand you love yourself enough to do all the things you're doing.
Speak on it.
Yeah, so that's really what it is.
That's very true.
It really does start with self-love, because I've had
Yeah.
toxic situations where people were projecting their insecurities onto me, and then that caused rifts in our relationships.
Yeah.
Because they saw me living my life a certain way and me going about my life a specific way, and it caused issues within them. And then that's when they started doing the backstabbing things, like telling your business
Telling
to
your
people,
business.
trying to fuck your exes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like,
Yes.
try to like basically trash your
Literally.
name around town,
Yep.
type of situation. Like I've been
Sabotage your relationships.
that part. The gays of LA are ruthless.
The gays of LA.
The
That should be a
gays-
show.
The gays of WeHo, as a matter of fact, are
No.
ruthless. Okay, bitch. I literally disappeared for a reason. I'll be back this summer, ho. But yeah, so.
With
Back
abs
with a
of
vengeance.
steel.
Like, I know, right?
With abs of steel.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's just one of those things that, but that's the beauty part of life, because I feel like this. I have all of the amount of friends that I'm supposed to have in my life. I'm an adult. I feel like the older you get, the less and the smaller your friends
Yes,
goes
your circle.
onto.
Mhm.
So I don't, like you saying that you're not bringing on or being around all your friends is not a dream that you've been able to fulfill. I think that is a dream you're going to be able to fulfill, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you getting to this point has helped weed out all the people who weren't there for you in your corner.
Mm.
So when you really get to that moment in your life, and you can look around the table like, I fucks with you for a reason. You my bitch for a reason.
Yeah.
You my dog. You my dog. You my dog. Type of
Yeah.
situation. Like I even love you and Ashton's relationship. The cameraman, hey, their situation. You guys
Yeah.
are amazing, and I
Yeah.
love that you guys have been friends for so long, and
Yes.
that you guys are literally integrated like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, that was like, so we always, we had these cue cards, right? We write things down. But that was like the main thing I wrote was like, jealous people are not your friends at all, period.
Yeah.
I don't care how long you've been around,
Very
true.
how long they've been, like, if you are jealous of someone that you call a friend,
Mhm.
you don't
That's
really
not
love
your
them.
real friend.
That's
You
not your
don't
real
really
friend.
love them.
and you need to
Yeah.
check yourself.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a self-induced emotion and issue.
Absolutely.
Like I've been in situations. I've only been jealous of like a few people in my life, and in those moments, I had to check myself.
Mhm.
Was it, oh, they had more money than you? Oh, their
Mhm.
body was better than
Same.
you. Oh, their skin was better than you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're traveling.
Yes.
But then you really don't know what's going on, bitch. They
Yeah.
could be homeless. They could be living on the couch.
Yeah.
They can, all the money in their pocket could be all the money that they have, and all the value that they have.
I love that you
So-
said that. I love he said he checks himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Like-
thing that I had to start doing. Like, bitch,
Yes.
why are you mad? Because at the end of the day, if I'm a very secure person, even though I'm going through the transition of getting my body back, because the bitch did start bloated with doing this whole situation.
Not bloated.
But with that even being said, I've had to check myself and be like, look, if you don't like something, change it. Why are you sitting up here trying to be envious or jealous of someone else that you don't even know?
Yeah.
As well as we base everything off of social media.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And on
Or the outside,
Or on
you
the
know,
outside.
yeah.
And we must remember that's all filtered, and people show us what they want to show us. So
Mhm.
you're not seeing the real picture or the real life of someone.
Okay,
So-
then I have a question about
Yeah,
that, because you guys know I'm like extremely vulnerable and stuff, and
Mhm.
like I talk about the things I go through, and I do that with my friends, which
Mhm.
is like another thing I've had to pull back on. Why is it even when you are vulnerable and you show people like your pain, it's like they'll use that against you?
'Cause they want to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, they'll use it against you like later.
Ooh, I hate that shit when like when you're venting to someone about something and they
Yes.
bring it up. That's when you
Yes.
have that's something I really had to learn is stop telling
Yeah.
people everything.
Yes.
Stop telling everybody
Yes.
the same and also if you really want to find out who's your friend and really want to find out who's talking shit, start telling people different versions of the same story.
I did this.
Start telling people
I
different
did
versions
it.
of the same
Wow,
story.
y'all really
Yes.
when you
When you
about
start,
stuff.
when you this is who hurt you. We trying
Yes.
to resolve this.
Yes.
So when you start hearing shit come back, you're like,
Yep.
I told that person this. I
Yep.
told this person that. Okay, so you bitches ain't shit.
See, I guess like for me, like I just don't fuck around. Like if I know, like, all right.
What if
so,
you don't know though?
Yeah, because
But when you find out-
that's why we were testing.
I
That's what
had a
said.
friend. I had a situation with my ex where a group like. Because so many of my friends had access to him,
Mhm. Ooh,
I know, and that was another place I fucked up with. I know, that's another place I fucked up, and I'll never do that again. So many people had access to him. People were DMing him when we broke up, like random troll pages and stuff. But
I got my first troll.
did you?
Yeah, I had to delete it though. I'll show you guys later. I was like, really? Nigga? I mean, you must be doing something right.
Yes, yes. Who? Because if you have time to to make a page and then go write
Thank you.
somebody something. That
Negative,
says a
especially
lot.
negative. Like that negativity comes
I
from
don't
a
even do
negative
that from
place.
my real page. I'm not gonna go on nobody's. I'm not gonna make an account to go.
Like,
write
what is it going to
some
do
crazy
for
shit.
you? You're just gonna write some shit and be like, now what?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Ooh,
like, what else?
I got
I
this
have
on.
ruffled their feathers.
Yes,
And I got them. I told them.
I still have to deal with whatever I'm dealing with.
Yes,
Like, whatever.
yes. So these people in my circle that I thought were my family and
Mhm.
friends literally were telling my ex stuff. Like there was stuff that was getting back to him. So I was like, I'm gonna make up something that's not real to tell. And then I told only like one person, and then I told somebody else something else to see who would tell him.
Yeah.
And I found out
Oh shit.
who was telling him. And
Are you still friends with them?
No,
Okay,
man.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Fuck that.
Who are these people?
That was the white in you, boy. Like,
Honestly, all right, maybe. All right.
Your beard looks phenomenal today.
Thank
by
you.
the
You
way.
know,
You do look
I gotta
clean.
find
Right,
that
you
for
got a
later.
haircut.
What bitch you want to go see later?
Nah, I gotta go to a wedding.
Oh.
But
You go to a lot of weddings.
Really,
Can
nigga,
we
you
go?
do.
Can we go to weddings?
I have a lot of like people that are like in wedding age.
I want to go. I love
Oh yeah,
weddings.
because we're 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, what was I gonna say? Oh, all right. So this is just me. I detect bullshit from like 4,000 miles away.
Even your own?
Yes, I call it out all the time. But like,
Which
no.
is a rare Virgo trait because Virgos do not like to hear
I
the
don't know
whole
how she
time.
hates
No,
Virgos.
listen, honestly, all right, so earlier when you were talking about checking yourself on being jealous, I remember
Yeah.
when I was like a YouTuber, like I used to be like a YouTuber or whatever, I would be
You're
around.
still a YouTuber.
still a
We're
YouTuber,
currently
Oh, yeah, I
on
guess we
YouTube.
are.
Thank God.
But no,
He
like,
was on his own YouTube.
Yeah.
He
guys,
was on a different journey and a different chapter.
which some of
But-
y'all know because you're stalking him right now.
That part. Stop being jealous, ho.
but no, so like I remember like there were certain people that I was around
Yeah.
and I was like low-key jealous of because I was like, oh, they're getting more views than we are.
Yeah.
And I literally checked myself and I was like, but I'm not their friend because I'm only wanting to use them. And so I was like,
Yeah.
fuck this. Why am I even wasting my time and I'm just being a jealous.
But that's how that world works. So.
I used to be jealous of really big booty, thick girls.
Was it because your ex like it?
No, I think it was
Because they get all these likes on Instagram.
No, okay, but
yeah,
no,
because
there's
they're in rap
no, fuck that
songs
bullshit.
and they're in like black guys would like them, but then like the guy I had to realize the guy who's for me will like me for me
That
and
part.
my body, and I don't have to dim somebody else's light to shine.
That
Like
part.
there are a whole plethora of men that like my body
And listen,
type.
a nice big booty, that's cool for like however long you're with it. And then at the end of the day, it's like, do I want to talk to you? Do I want to lay
Do-
up with
yeah,
you?
do I like
want to
you?
go
That
with
and
you?
most big
So,
booties
like,
Are
really
you a
stink.
good mom?
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, is she cleaning it?
I mean, if you think of, I can't. If you think about it, that's just where we shit. So it's like you're kind of obsessed with where we shit.
The
And
biology
also-
of jealousy.
And also, yes, the
The
origins
The
of
origin
jealousy.
of booty jealousy.
And also, it's like you were saying, at the end of the day, does that shit really matter? Does that shit, no pun intended, really matter? Like,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't.
Also, a really good factor about that is because one of my friends had to check me recently on that. So I'd be like, all these hoes is really out here winning. Like, hoes are wifed up. Hoes are out here, like, doing these
I know
OnlyFans
you were saying
accounts.
that.
Like, all this bullshit and all this stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
However, he was like, maybe that's all they have to offer. So,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
hate on that person for that's what they all offer.
Yeah.
As well as, I've always been this kind of person. There's two types of attention. There's attention you want and attention you get.
Mm-hmm.
So, all good, and with that even being said, all attention is not good attention.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would rather have likes and following from people who actually fuck with me and actually want to support me versus niggas who are just thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep, I had a friend that I was really cool with, and she was like she was sexy, but she was like super loose, and all
Ooh.
the guys would always try to talk to her.
super loose.
And it would make me feel bad, and then I had to be like, first of all, this is my friend, so I should not be like feeling insecure. Like, I have to go within myself.
What
Like,
do you mean?
I don't want to hate on her and the attention she gets just because she's getting attention and
But it
or
wasn't the kind of
feel
attention
like
that you needed.
it's not the attention I needed, and two, I shouldn't be worried about that because once again, who is for me is for
Very
me.
true. Very true.
And I like wouldn't have to steal the person I want from her.
Very true.
You know. So let's hear about some of your stories.
Like, where do I start? Like, what kind of like jealous? Like, what? Give me an examples. Like,
Where did it start for you? Like, do you remember your first like super jealous experience, or like where you were really jealous?
You want me to do
someone?
me or a friend?
Let's start
Both
with
of them.
Yeah, let's start with both of them.
There was okay, so
With an
there was one specific person when I used to run these streets in West Hollywood that
Yes.
literally I cannot stand him, and the reason why I couldn't stand him, I felt like it was like he's living this life that I subconsciously think I want. It's like he allegedly has all this money, he's always traveling, he's always doing this. We remember we had a friend's birthday party, we were paying the bill and he put out a lot of cash. And I was like, really? This bitch just has all this money on him? And then I had to check myself like, bitch, that's probably either all his rent money, first off, or that's probably literally all that
He could have paid and to go sleep in the park.
Literally, I'm like, that's all he has. And then I'm also like, this nigga is a fucking lives out of a suitcase and literally like parties all the time and couch surfs. Like he doesn't really have anything.
You found out that's what he really did?
Yeah, that's really what really was. So I had to check myself
That's the
like
most
that.
LA
Because
thing
at the
ever.
end of the day, like always remember this: people who flash shit like money and things like that online, that's literally the value that they have.
I have a
that's not
question.
really what they really are worth.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you, because even in that experience, you kind of had to talk to yourself in a way that is like, you know, it's still kind of like putting him down. So is there a way to like big ourselves up? Because again, I was doing it and I just did it right now by saying, okay, the girl was getting attention by being loose. But is there a way to even not say that to get us to be more
No, I
secure?
think honestly, you have to say these things so you can hear yourself repeat them and be like, I'm a fucked up person. for thinking
yeah,
like
that's
that,
true.
And take accountability.
Yes.
So I think
Yep.
with me acknowledging it,
Yeah.
that was my healing process for me. Be like, Marcel, you need
Yeah.
to check yourself.
Yep.
Because remember, we can't fuck up a party if we're not invited to it.
Yeah.
So you literally have to. I think like you have to like. I'm a person that learns from trial and error and experiences
Me
in
too.
life.
Yeah.
So I unfortunately learned a lot of my lessons the hard way,
Mm-hmm.
especially with friends and just in general life. So things of that nature, I have to see it, I have to like speak it, and then be like, okay, that's fucked up. You should reel back a little bit,
Yeah.
assess the damage, and apologize to the people if you have offended someone or said something like that. If you really do value their friendship,
Yeah.
and check yourself.
And like
Love
you were
that.
saying earlier, like everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah,
like,
everyone's on their own journey.
like,
You don't know what anyone's going through.
We've all had times in our lives where we're doing things and we look back on it, we're like, that was a weird period. Like, why was I like that? But yeah, like you said, we learned from it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think another thing is like even right now, I've dimmed myself or like
Never do
not.
that ever again.
I have. I've
Don't ever
dimmed
do that.
myself because like even sometimes when people come to my house,
Mhm.
I get scared
Why?
that they're gonna see my house and feel some type of way inside.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. When I first got here, I was like, "Oh, she rich. Wow."
And
then I started to
everyone-
get to know you and
Yeah.
see that you're a fucking boss ass
Thank
bitch. That's why I'm very thankful to have you in my corner. So
Thank
I'm like,
you.
here, let's do it.
But can you do you kind of get what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
get what you're
Like,
saying. You don't want people to judge you off of the pretense of what you
yes,
have
or
because
not
you work-
like me
because
just
they think that you're uppity.
But once again, that's
Are
one
you
of those
acting
things
like
where it's
you?
like, what?
Yes.
Like anyone that thinks that way, that's their fucking problem.
Exactly.
Like you're not like that. You're not flaunting anything. Like you live in
you
a house.
Even if you do,
You have a
that's-
place that you go to sleep at night, and like if people come over, it's like very pragmatic. It's like, well, it's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
but even if you do flaunt
So
it,
anyways-
that's your prerogative.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. And I think anytime I've like posted anything or like shown anything I have, it was out of gratitude
Yeah, and inspiration.
inspiration, not to be like, oh, I'm
Right.
fucking popping. Look at me, bitch.
Fuck all you
I got-
bitches.
Hey, sometimes you gotta show a little Kanye.
I got
You gotta
the
do
bag,
it.
bitch.
Sometimes you gotta show out, like be proud of yourself in that moment. But
I
there
am
are
very
ways
proud.
there are ways of going about it.
Let me tell you
Humble
why I'm
brags.
proud. I'm proud because my fucking, we're gonna talk about this, but my baby daddy number one basically told me I wasn't gonna be shit like
Ooh.
without him.
Oh no.
And like it
Niggas
feels
always love playing that
The
shit.
glow up is
You're gonna
real.
never find no one who loves you more than me.
that. So and that leads to another thing. So
Mhm.
I've had jealous boyfriends.
Okay.
Cause like him saying that to me was him. There was something in me that made him jealous for him to even say some shit
Yeah.
like that to me.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a jealous boyfriend?
Not necessarily, because I really don't date like that. Like, I really don't.
He just thoughts and bombs.
No, but don't put that title on me. I am not. I haven't been a hoe in years. Like Drea said, your hoe facts gets deleted after 3 years. Okay, so you know what? Look, okay. However, there have been situations where I've been with partners of mine and other people's jealousies and insecurities have played out on like in our relationship. Like me standing next to my man, and they're like, "Ooh, hey, daddy," or like me walking into a specific like location with my guy and like getting all these random text messages like, "Oh, that's you and your man. Oh, y'all look cute." Like
backhanded,
and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Y'all
like,
look cute. Yes, bitch, we do look cute.
Thank you. So it's just like things like that. But it's like when you look good, people are gonna fucking notice that. So that's why I would never want to ever hear you say that you'll ever dim your light for someone else, bitch, because knowing you and just experiencing you, and even with this process, you are a beautiful soul inside and out. So any of you bitches.
Everyone needs a Marcel. I was going to say, everyone needs a Marcel. Marcel will gas the fuck out of you.
But I'm not gassing you up. I'm a Scorpio.
So
I'm a Scorpio. I am factual with my gas up.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be sitting up here and be like, yeah, you doing it.
But what I'm saying is like, if you gas someone up, they better feel good because it's like, oh, that's real.
But that's the thing, you should gas your friends up. You should not be friends with people where you feel like, ugh,
it's
why
competition.
is this bitch calling me? Or, oh my God. Or, yeah, you should be so fucking happy. Like,
Should we go for it?
are we? Like, I feel when good things happen for you guys, like, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Like, I want good things to keep happening. I want you guys to get in healthy, positive relationships.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a good friendship.
Yeah.
Like, all this other fake shit.
A good friendship
good
is
on your
reciprocation
friend.
of the things.
Yes.
Because if you know that you're in the right place where you're like, oh, I'm going to put this energy over to you, you're doing something, or I'm encouraging you, or I'm wishing the best for you. If they don't do that on their own back to you, that's not a real friend.
Also, another key point is, did you post this yesterday or someone posted it? Stop texting people.
Oh, yeah.
And see how many responses you get.
Right, like don't text someone and see who like hits you up.
That part.
Because if you're always hitting them up, like they're not thinking
Yeah.
about you, they're not worried about you, like they don't.
If you got to double text a friend, man,
Yeah.
come on.
Speaking of cheerleading, I'm so happy for you and your hickeys.
Ooh, you put him on the spot.
Are they still there?
He DM'd us.
He really did. I was like, nigga, look, he's getting all red. Look at him getting embarrassed. I forgot y'all do that.
Honestly,
we
bro,
were
I
like,
forgot I did that.
He was lit. Offset.
Why you call me out,
But
man? That's another
what
episode.
did we do? We were cheerleading in the comments, like, yeah, you little nasty.
I always call him a slut.
Oh
All your
my
friends, all your
God.
girlfriends are gorgeous.
What are you talking about? Oh my god.
No, your girls, your friends that are girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my
We're
actual.
not trying to bust
You
you out
you
right
telling
now.
yourself.
No, I know because my actual friends, yeah, they're
They're
like
gorgeous.
Your homegirls.
Yeah, your homegirls
they're
are gorgeous.
They're
Yeah.
cool. Anyways, how do we get on this topic?
Because we're cheerleading
Are y'all
you.
jealous of my hickeys?
No, we're cheerleading you.
Just play it, I'll play it.
Hickeys are great. They feel awesome.
It's not actually-
A little
they're
childish.
I don't want a hickey in public or
There's
in someone
scratches.
visible. Not visible.
Scratch marks.
He was diving deep.
Why are we talking about this, man?
That's what that happens from.
Let's hear some of your jealous stories, Austin.
Well, a lot of it was like, it was kind of backhanded compliments. Like, when I was doing YouTube, like, so I'm from Kansas City, which is like Midwest, right? And I came out to LA.
I got that question wrong.
What do you mean?
I did too.
Oh, I know.
Instagram.
Everyone did.
But I got the
I
Chipotle
was
one
born
right,
in
your favorite
Dallas.
food. I was
Yeah.
like, white people love Chipotle.
Honestly, it's really-
I said
said
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I said
Honestly,
Chipotle. White people love Chipotle.
I put Chick-fil-A on there because honestly, they're interchangeable, but I just pick Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Anyways, follow us on Instagram. You'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Links in the description if you're on YouTube. But no, so I was out here in LA and like to the Midwest, literally it's
Coming
like,
out
oh,
here.
you're in LA.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds crazy.
Do that again, do it again.
That's only white
No,
people shit.
yeah, exactly. It's the
Niggas would
Midwest.
be like, oh, nigga, you Hollywood, what?
Right, you so
No,
LA,
yeah,
you so
that's-
Hollywood.
when I was moving to LA, I literally had people like at the church I went to at the time. They were like, "LA, it sounds pretty dangerous."
Oh my
What
god.
part of LA is
LA?
dangerous?
You're
I
with
mean,
the wicked
it's a
city
liberal.
boy. Yeah.
Anyways,
What part of LA is dangerous?
Exactly. But anyways,
It's Midwest.
but no, a lot of it was
church.
like friends, not really friends, more like acquaintances back home, or people
Yeah.
I kind of grew up around. It would always like I'd come back home and I'd see people at like from my high school or whatever, and they're always just like, "Oh, look at you! I guess you're a big
time.
deal now."
Big time, yeah.
Why you mad, ho?
And I'm just like, yeah, but I've always been the same person.
Yeah.
And so I was just like the same, and I always treat people the same. And then I was just like, why are you guys making a big deal about it? Like, I didn't bring it up.
Yes.
You guys always bring shit up.
Yes, literally.
So I guess it was definitely jealousy, but to me, like I was saying earlier, I just don't. For me personally, I just don't give people that energy. Like I'm just like, oh, cool, I'm done talking to you now. I'm I'm gonna talk to someone
Well,
else. Like,
technically those were haters, because you know what Cat Williams said: if you got 12 haters by the end of the year, you need to get 24 next year. So
yeah.
basically.
What about people who are close to you though? Does it ever like hurt your feelings if you find out like it's someone super close to you, or even like a family member?
It's
or
always family. Family is trifling.
Honestly, I haven't had that happen with me.
Oh, you're so blessed.
You
Yeah.
are blessed in that.
I've literally
Yeah.
had family members, the closest
That's
friends.
the niggas in them. That's the niggas in us.
Yeah. It's so predominant. It's so. I know we talk about this so much, but it's so predominant in the Black community, and I think it still stems from slavery
It
and
does.
all the racism.
It really does, because we were all put up on auction and told our prices individually.
Yeah.
And put our worth next to each other. Don't laugh at that. It's
No, I'm saying like, yeah, I know. I'm not laughing. I'm saying, fuck yeah. Oh my god.
But it's the truth. Like, it's literally, we still have that slave
Yeah.
slave for sale profit mindset, where it's like we literally look at each other as competition. Competition, or my shine is better than yours.
Or people are in the hood and they're like, oh, if you get out the hood, like you're bougie or you're not blah blah. But it's like, look what just happened to Nipsey. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, it can, like, jealousy and fakeness can be so dangerous that it can lead to death.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like, a lot of it contributed to like the toxicity in my relationship.
Yeah.
It's attributed to like a lot of insecurities I've had, you know, and so some of the things that I'm learning, I'm still hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so hurt.
We're still working. That's a process that takes time.
Yeah, but some of the things that I'm just learning not to do are like just not picking up friends quick.
Yeah.
Letting people go faster.
Mm-hmm.
Sage.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sage.
Sage will get the fuck out of your fuckery.
But tell them what they have to do to buy it, because you have to buy it yourself. You can't have someone buy it for you. You have to buy Sage yourself.
You have to buy sage yourself. Make sure you get it from a good source.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sage, people think like sage is like
It's called
bringing
smudging, right?
positivity
It's
or whatever.
smudging.
It will clear out. So
Mhm.
like I saged last year before my birthday, and literally a few days later, my boyfriend was gone,
Ooh.
my friends were gone.
But it works for everything. Like if you buy a new house or you buy a new space.
Yeah, it gets rid of spirits.
Like energies mainly.
But when I got it, I literally thought it was like protection. It is protective.
Mm-hmm.
But when I bought it, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna protect my trip so my plane doesn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
It literally got rid of all the bad energy. And that was so deep for me because I was like, fuck, it got rid of my man.
Another one too is placing a third eye above your door.
Yeah.
That wards off bad spirits
Bad
and energies.
spirits.
Another thing too, like, cause I'm always just big on like communication. Like when you talk about new friends, like when you see those red flags or those little things, like it might be like a tiny backhand comment that's not really that big of a deal, but like
It is.
if we just let it sit there and we're like, oh, I'll let it pass, whatever.
No.
Not call that shit out, like,
Call it out.
and you don't have to be like, what the fuck did you say? But like,
Yeah.
you know, just be like, hey, I just want to let you know you said this. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy these things about you, but when you say things like that, like, it's not gonna work
And
for
see
me.
if they care, because if
Yeah.
they
Right,
don't
yeah,
care, that's not
exactly.
your
Then
friend.
it's like, okay,
Especially
on the next.
and I feel like this, a real ass friend is not afraid to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm a real friend to you, I'm gonna tell you when you're fucking up. I'm gonna tell you when you're doing bad. I'm gonna tell you when you hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Because I would expect that you would do the same for me.
Yeah, but also offering solutions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like if someone's always telling you negative things about yourself and they don't have anything to say like how to improve it,
Mhm.
then that just means they just want to put you down.
Very
but if
true.
they offer solutions, then they're a real friend because they want you to do better.
Very true.
And then also meditating on manifesting better energies
Mhm.
and friendships is super good. And then just learning to be alone will help you.
You know what? That's honestly on my journey in life right now. Like to this point, that's one of the biggest things that I was able to accomplish and was learning to be okay with being alone. And especially, I think that's what helped me even get more towards the focus of being 100% with self-love.
Yeah.
Is learning literally how to go through life alone.
Yeah.
So.
And set your boundaries and standards, and don't settle on that. Like, don't ever, settle just to have a friend. Like, it's not that serious. Like, be okay with yourself. So.
Your edges are laid.
Hey, organic growth.
Plug it.
So, you guys, we love all the comments you've been leaving lately.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even
The
seen
good
them.
and the bad.
I need to see these.
Well, I love them.
Hey.
I think all of it's so
Discussion
great.
is great though.
Yeah,
It's
talk-
the beauty of the internet.
Talk about
sometimes.
it. Talk
Yeah.
give your unsolicited opinion. We
Yeah.
love it. And
Even
we
the
love
bad
you. And we help you heal.
Peace.